Hi, I'm Kevin Lasitzin. I just wanted to come at you right now and share with you an idea that I have that I use for my follow-up. I do own a farmers insurance agency here in Fresno, California, and there's something I've used for the last 15 years of being in sales called the Power of Three. It's 3 different ways of following up in this year, 2017, one being text message, one being messaging, and text messaging are really one now with the use of social media, and then the second one being email, and then the third being phone call, picking up that phone and making that call. So the idea is you create that time frame by knowing your client. You absolutely have to understand who that client is that you're working with, because in some cases text messages will not be the way that client wants to email or wants you to communicate to them. They may want you to email them, right? So you have to understand that. The other piece is, after you understand who your client is also after the introduction of your product, and then you start that process of follow-up. You want to know that after you have that initial conversation, you want to have a touch point within, it's like your power of 3, okay? So again, the messaging of some kind, the call or the email, C3, there's going to be 3 hours after you send that follow-up email, of that conversation, you send a follow-up text message, you call them 3 hours later and just confirm that they got that. So you know that you sent a follow-up email about the first conversation, now you're following up with them one of 3 ways. You're sending that message, you're sending that call, you're making that conversation happen again. And it's really quick. It's nothing long. You just want to be relevant. You have a reason to touch base with them. You don't know if they've reached out to somebody else already, and you want to be the first person they think about when it comes to offering your product. Okay, know your client. It's so huge to know your client. Follow up 3 hours afterwards. Understand if that's a hot lead or a cold lead. If it's a hot lead, then follow up again that following day. Follow up again after that client says, hey, follow up with me. And then you have 3 days, 3 days, and 3 days. If you're not getting conversation going after that third day, then set it up for 3 weeks later. Don't worry about it, guys. You should have so many leads coming in because you're working every day, it won't matter. So the big picture you have is 3 ways of following up. You can call, you can message, you can send an email. You can do that 3 different ways. You can do that 3 different times. You can do that in hours. You can do that in days, you can do that in weeks, you can do that in months, and then finally after 3 months, 6 months, 9 months of following up, guess what? You have a year. And that's a good thing, because in a year from now, you're also going to need customers then too. Hey, thanks for watching this. I really appreciate your time. You guys are awesome. If you have any questions, feel free to message me, call me, text me, email me. You see how it works? Thanks so much, you guys. Have a great day. I do better like